Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Monday, September 14. Prime Minister Andrew Holness met with his cabinet ministers today following their swearing-in on Sunday. He is supported by 18 ministers, 11 of whom have retained their portfolio, while changes were made to 7. Minister Favour Williams is now the Minister of Education, Youth and Information. Darrell Vaz has been assigned the Science, Energy and Technology portfolio, while Carl Samuda is responsible for Labour and Social Security. Further changes will see Floyd Green in charge of Agriculture and Fisheries, while Pernell Charles Jr. will take on the Ministry of Housing, Urban Renewal, Environment and Climate Change. Senator Aubin Hill and Everald Warmington are now ministers without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. Attorney General Marlene Malahoo Fort has also received her instrument of appointment. Addressing the cabinet members at the swearing-in ceremony, Prime Minister Holness reiterated his charge for them to perform their duties with integrity.
We are at a turning point, a tipping point. Something new and good and powerful can happen in our country by our actions. If we decide as ministers to exercise the power and authority vested in you by these instruments with the highest level of integrity, dignity, and efficiency.
4 senators were also appointed. They are Kamina Johnson-Smith, Matthew Samuda, Aubin Hill, and Leslie Campbell. Meanwhile, newly appointed Minister of Education, Favour Williams, says she is ready to take on the work assigned to her. Speaking with JIS News, Minister Williams says she has been reading the briefs to familiarize herself with the various aspects of the ministry. Among the tasks to be undertaken is the streamlining of access to data across the ministry for greater efficiency and to benefit all stakeholders.
You have many schools, many institutions, many students and teachers. It is a ministry that has reams and reams of data that need to be automated in one way, shape, or form.
The Ministry of Health and Wellness will be establishing 3 field hospitals to increase hospital bed capacity. The move is being made to manage the anticipated increase in COVID-19 cases as the island has entered the community spread phase of the virus. At a recent press conference, Portfolio Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton revealed that one of the 3 field hospitals will arrive in 2 weeks.
We're now building out the base for that facility. It will be located in the corporate area, and that field hospital will allow for an additional 80 plus or so beds.
Dr. Tufton said the second field hospital will be located on the south coast, while the third will be constructed in western Jamaica.
So all told, we will add, a fair bit of capacity to providing additional beds, and you will see the manifestations of that over the next few weeks. So we are definitely moving in that direction as part of the preparation for what is happening.
In the meantime, COVID-19 positive patients who have completed their 2 weeks of isolation at hospital or at home will no longer need to undertake further testing to ensure their release from isolation. Deputy Chief Medical Officer and National Epidemiologist in the Ministry of Health and Wellness, Dr. Karen Webster-Carr, made the announcement at a recent digital press briefing.
We have moved away from that because the science is showing that a lot of these cases after 10, 14 days are really dead particles. Because what the PCR test does is test in essence, the genetic material.
Dr. Webster-Carr says once the patient passes an assessment, the person is discharged with follow-up monitoring done up to 21 days. Still on health, frontline health workers in the COVID-19 response will continue to get their risk allowance during the period of the pandemic. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says the Finance Ministry has approved the payment of the risk allowance for another 6 months. The previous 6-month period expired around August 2020. Dr. Tufton said the payment of risk allowance will now resume after being suspended for those frontline workers with whom the ministry had that commitment. And finally, tributes continue to flow for reggae pioneer Frederick Toots Hibbert, who passed away on Friday at age 77. In a press release, Prime Minister Andrew Holness hailed Toots as one of Jamaica's best musical talents. Meanwhile, Culture and Entertainment Minister Olivia Grange says Jamaica is grateful for his life and work and the contribution he made to the development of reggae music.
I want to indicate that his passing is a big loss to Jamaica and to the world. and that as minister responsible for entertainment and culture, I will ensure that his legacy lives on.
Hibbert was the frontman of the reggae band Toots and the Maytals, which racked up a string of #1 hits and claimed the title of being the winner of the first staging of the Jamaica Festival Song Competition in 1966. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.